In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to make the perfect shot using your Tuni espresso machine. I also have the grinder in the back, which I'm going to show you. First of all, it's got these little suction cups on the bottom. You're still probably going to have to use two hands when you're pulling shots. Also, the reservoir, when you pull it up, there's going to be like a little red plug. Just pull that out. Fairly simple. Just follow the directions to get this thing up and running. By the way, I was classically trained at Dutch Brothers Coffee, and I absolutely love coffee living here in Seattle, Washington. First of all, go ahead and turn it on like so. Wait about a minute or so. You can also clear out the steam like that. Turn it off. Pretty intuitive. It's just kind of this touch display. So we're going to go ahead and get some of our milk. It's lactose free because I have a little tender snowflake stomach. We're going to go ahead and hit go. And it's going to sound like a jet taking off, kind of a... If you have a temperature control gauge, you can actually find out the exact temperature that you want if you want it extra hot, but not too hot, otherwise you'll scald the milk. Anyway, we're going to clear it out like so, make sure there's no residue left behind. Now we're going to actually be grinding the grind, and so we're going to go ahead and do that with our Tuni coffee grinder like those. This is a Burr grinder. It's actually much quieter than the Cuisinart one. I would recommend this grinder. And I'm trying to do this with one hand. You can see I'm kind of holding my phone, and you should really have two hands on this thing. You kind of hold it like the Statue of Liberty and go upside down. You want about between 30 to 40 pounds of pressure on this thing. And I'm actually going to show you a bad example. So this is not tamped down hard enough. And we're going to show you actually how fast this shot pulls. And this is going to be a very weak shot. Yeah, there I am trying to put it on with one hand. You're going to need two hands on the machine to actually crank this on. And there we go. Okay, let's go ahead and put that in. So you're going to hit go one time right there, and then you're going to hit it again. And now it's going to be pulling the shot. Now what's nice about this machine is it actually has a pressure gauge. So you can kind of eyeball it right there. You can see it's coming out pretty fast and watery. The crema on top is really non-existent. This, again, this is an example of a bad shot. The grind is way too coarse and I didn't tamp it hard enough. And you can see that gauge, it should be in the red zone. That's the good pressure zone, and it is way too weak. There's like no pressure whatsoever. And yeah, we're going to throw this shot out, or maybe save it for later for some cheap cold brew if you'd like. So we're going to adjust the grind right like this, and we're going to actually make it more fine and so more powdery. That's what we're going for. So I'm really going to crank it over, and we tamped it down extra hard this time. And now you can see the opposite extreme. See how slow it's going? And if you watch the pressure gauge slowly, it goes up to red, which is good, and then it goes beyond red, and that's not what we want. So this is going to be very bitter, way too strong. Not strong in a good way, but strong as in like it was not well extracted at all. So we're also going to be throwing away this shot as well. So basically go back to the grinder and adjust it so it's not as fine. And then, yeah, that's bad news right there. We want it in the red zone, not beyond the red zone. So now I did pull a correct shot, and we're going to go ahead and put this milk in. The milk probably needs to be re-steamed. It's a little cold, but overall, this tastes absolutely delicious. It's like 50 times better than Starbucks.